just recently traded our travels trailer, our Keystone Passport, in on a Layton toy hauler. I don't remember the name other than Layton was a manufacturer. Same year model of 2016. But I got to install our Nature's Head composting toilet we took out of our old camper into the new one. I've already installed the toilet in the bathroom, but I'm going to take it in and show. But I'm working on installing the exhaust vent. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. So this is what I'm putting on. Nature's Head makes this vent. And you just take a short piece of 1.5 inch PVC. It says to drill an 1 5/8 hole. I did not have an 1 5/8 hole saw, so I did a 1 3/4, and it's pretty snug, not much play, so 1 3/4 will work. I drill from the inside out, and then come to the outside. You'll have your center hole, and then drill the other side. And I always put it under the shower, so I know there's not a wall stud or a piece of aluminum frame or anything in my way. But I've already drilled the 4 holes. There's 4 screws that mounts this, and I just use the box level and just make it level with the edge of the camper, just so it doesn't look crooked. I'm going to put some silicone on the back of this and in the screw holes. And then once I mount it on, I'll put a bead around the outside edge. Now there is like a shell cover. I painted it black so it would kind of match everything. So they're drying. But I'm going to get this mounted and then go inside and hook the hose up and then show you how I put the toilet in our bathroom. Alright, so I got the silicone all around the and then I'm just going to put it in and press it up against it, put the 4 screws in, and then I'll run a bead around the outside between it and the wall. And hopefully that should keep all the water out of the wall. I'm going to put enough behind it, it's actually squeezed down, so I may not need to put any more. And then you can see the silicone came through the screw hole. So that should seal up the screws. I'm using a screwdriver instead of a cordless impact driver or anything, just because this wooden stuff on the side is so thin. You could strip it out pretty easy, so with the screwdriver you can do a little bit more of a delicate tightening and not over tighten the screws. Make sure it's good and snug. And then I have a little caulk tool that I have to go get. I can smooth that caulking out around the edges. And there you go. This is a little tool. It just fits and you smooth that out. So I don't see any gaps, holes. Looks good. And then the cover piece just goes over top, and then there's these 2 screw holes here. You run the screw up from the bottom, and then this little thing here has a screen. You can take these screws out and clean it if you need to. Make sure you got good airflow. But that's all there is to the vent. The paint was dry, so I went ahead and installed the cover over the vent. That's what it looks like afterwards. I don't know if you can see up in there the 2 screws, but looks all nice and professional, hopefully. And we'll go inside and get the hose hooked up and show you how I installed the toilet. Here's the hose connection inside the cabinet. A piece of pipe there is from the outside vent, and you just slide the hose on top. And it comes through the cabinet and hooked to the toilet. And then we needed all this hose in our previous camper, but we don't need it in this one, so I'm going to cut it short. So I got the hose cut. I moved the toilet just to show you the original toilet base I left there. I just put this plug. You can get those at Home Depot to plug the drain hole, and then cut this piece of 1/2-inch plywood to kind of match the base of the toilet. Screwed it to the floor, hooked the mounting brackets, and then it's a 1/2-inch PVC pipe plug for the water line. Now with the base still there and the water line still there, I can hook the original toilet up if we're in an RV park for a long period of time. And then I'll probably get a little piece of split loom to put this wire in for the electrical, so it's just not laying in the floor. To hook the electrical, I just drilled a small hole in the base of the wall and then used a fish tape and ran the wire up and hooked it to the back side of the bathroom light switch. So all in all, pretty simple install, and we are done. If you have any questions, just leave them down below.